Hockey 605. We're here with Jen Weber, who is the housing coordinator for the Brookings Blizzard, and you guys have a program in junior hockey called billet, right?
Correct.
And can you explain to people what that means?
Sure. Billeting is when you agree to let a junior hockey player into your house, and you house them, you feed them, they become part of your family, and we have an awesome set of billets here in Brookings.
And this is pretty common in junior hockey, isn't it, across the state?
From what I understand, sure.
Across the country. And then they bring their own transportation, correct?
Typically they do. There's some international students that come that, or not students, players that come that don't have their own housing, and so then we have to, or their own transportation, so then we have to set them up with somebody who does, and
to get them back and forth to practice.
Sure.
Now, some of these, probably some of them are still in high school, right?
Yes, we have one that went to Brookings High School this year. He lives with a family. They go to his conferences and those kinds of things. They act like his parents here in town.
It's almost like a domestic exchange program, isn't it?
Sure.
You hear people that go overseas or
Absolutely.
internationally, but there are also some players that come in internationally.
Absolutely. Yep, there's some that come. We had a player last year at our house who spoke very little English, so we were using the translator on our phones and going back and forth. And but what a great experience for our kids. I mean, they've got to learn about other countries and understand languages, and they could have them translate things, and they had fun with that.
Well, and I would imagine it'd be a great experience as far as the growth and development for the players coming in to see how a family lives in the area, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I think you definitely are part of their immersion into the community, and some players are more a part of families than others. Some are really engaged with families, and some are not, and that's why we need all different kinds of billets. We need billets who are empty nesters, we need billets who have young children, we need some who are hockey families and they totally support hockey, but some of our awesome billets here in Brookings weren't even part of hockey. They they just agreed to have somebody in their house, and now they're diehard fans, so it's fun.
It is a game that's easy to fall in love with, isn't it?
Very true.
Well, and then this is your second year. I think there would also be, as you mentioned, a great experience for your kids, especially if your kids are players.
Yes. I have my 11-year-old plays, and we have hockey nets and stuff set up in the basement, and so it's not uncommon at all for the guys to come over and shoot pucks with him and that kind of thing. So it's been really good for him, but on the same time, like our player this year, Conrad Sampair, he's really good at art, and our daughter loves to do art, so they would sit and do art together, and so they are a man of many talents.
Oh, what a wonderful experience for them. Now, if someone is interested in becoming a host family for a hockey player, what do they need to do?
Just get a hold of me. Actually, here in Brookings, we have they can always just go on the Blizzard website, and there's under the team link, there's a little paper they can fill out, or they can contact blizzhousing@gmail.com. Which goes directly to me, and then I will communicate. And I think the thing that I always want people to know is a couple things. One, the release clause is great. Like, if you think this just isn't working, well, we want them out of there because we want everybody to be happy. So that's an important piece. The other important piece is that we want all different styles of families, and the other thing is we need people for short term and for long term. So there's actually only a handful of people who kept their player all season long. There was a lot of people that we needed for a week or 2 weeks or even a month. And so you can do it for as long or as short as you want, just to get your feet wet, see if you like it. We've thought it's been a great experience at our house. So.
Well, I imagine sometimes players get an opportunity and move to a different program, right?
Yes, if they get traded, or sometimes they come in just as practice players, so they come in for 2 weeks just to try it out, and then they're kind of like on a tryout for the team. So then we put them with some temp housing for those couple weeks until they know if they're staying or not. And then if they get traded, that's always really hard. I think that's hard on families, particularly if you've bonded with them and that kind of thing.
It's like losing a kid.
Yes, I was just talking to a billet, and they said they had a player that they were expecting to stay all season, was here 2 weeks. There was some people that, they signed up for short term, ended up they, stuck through for the whole season and loved it. So,
well, and I would imagine that sometimes returning players wind up staying with the same family, don't they?
Well, we've only had the one season past
That's
last
true.
year.
It's new.
And that is the case. Those boys went back to their housing families, and that's the thing is, those housing families miss them over the summer. I mean, and thankfully they knew they were coming back, and that helps.
So how many players are you looking for each season to house?
Well, that's a random number, but if I kind of go by beds more than houses, because there are some billets that house 2 players. So I'd like to have at least 30 beds when the season starts, at least, and then we kind of go from there.
Wow, a labor of love, right?
For sure.
Well, thanks for taking some time with us, Jen, at Hockey 605, and good luck with the billet program. Anybody that's out there, once again, let's tell them how to do it, because I'm sure there are people that would love to do this.
Sure, you can go right on the Blizzard website, or you can email blizzhousing@gmail.com, and that'll come straight to me. Even if you don't want to be committed, just let me know you have some interest, and we can try to mold something that'll work for you.
All right, sounds great. Thanks again, Jen.
Thanks.